You finally get home after a long day. You're exhausted. But the guilt kicks in. You haven't spent quality time with your child. So you pull out a board game, forcing a smile. 5 minutes later, the pieces are on the floor, your child is having a meltdown, and you're wondering where you went wrong. You tried. You really tried to connect. So why does it feel like you're just failing? What if I told you that the very idea of quality time as you know it is a lie? Many parents are making one crucial mistake, believing this lie, and it's accidentally sabotaging their relationship with their kids. In this video, I'll show you how to break free from that pressure and build a truly deep connection, starting today. Let's be clear. This pressure isn't your fault. We're bombarded with images of perfect families on picnics, building elaborate forts, and having deep, meaningful conversations on demand. It creates an impossible standard. The myth is that connection has to be a scheduled, grand event. But a child's brain doesn't work that way. Children don't need a 2-hour block of your best self. They need your real self, consistently. Their primary psychological need is for attachment, which is built not in huge gestures, but in hundreds of tiny, everyday moments. They need to know that you see them, that you hear them, and that they matter to you in the middle of ordinary life. This is not about adding more to your plate. It's about shifting your perspective on the moments you already have. First, let's dismantle the quality time trap. The trap is believing that it must be planned, uninterrupted, and special. This creates immense pressure on both you and your child. When you say, "Okay, for the next hour we are having quality time," it feels artificial. The child might not be in the mood, or they might feel the pressure to perform, to be happy, on cue. This is why it so often backfires into frustration. Real connection is spontaneous. It's not an event to be scheduled, but a state of being to be cultivated. The first step is to give yourself permission to let go of the event mindset. Your goal isn't to create a perfect memory. Your goal is to respond to the present moment. So instead of planning a big activity, just start by noticing the small moments that are already happening all around you. This simple shift in focus is the foundation for everything else. So how do we capture those small moments? We start by understanding connection bids. This is a concept from psychologist John Gottman, and it's revolutionary for parents. A bid is any attempt from your child to get your attention, affection, or interest. It can be a question, a touch, or even a grunt. "Hey Mom, look," is a bid. Tugging on your shirt is a bid. A deep sigh from your teenager is a bid. Our job is to turn towards these bids as often as possible. Turning towards doesn't mean you have to stop everything and have a 30-minute conversation. It can be as simple as a smile, a nod, or a one-sentence reply that validates them. For example, your child says, "There's a really big bird outside." Instead of a distracted, "Aha," you could say, "Wow, a big bird. I wonder what kind it is." You've just honored their bid. You've sent the message, "I hear you. You matter." These tiny interactions are the true bricks that build a strong relationship. Now for a super practical tool, the 2-minute rule. This is your secret weapon against feeling overwhelmed. You don't need an hour. You often just need 2 minutes. When your child makes a bid for connection, and you're in the middle of something, see if you can give them just 120 seconds of your focused, undivided attention. No phone in your hand. No thinking about your to-do list. Just 2 minutes of pure focus on them. For example, your son runs in with a Lego creation while you're trying to answer an email. You can say, "This looks so important. Let me send this one email and then you have my full attention." Then you turn to him and say, "Okay, I am all yours for 2 minutes. Tell me everything about this spaceship." You'll be amazed at how a tiny pocket of focused attention can fill your child's cup and reduce needy or attention-seeking behavior later on. Let's reframe chores. Many parents see chores as time taken away from their kids. I want you to see them as a prime opportunity for connection. This is where you can narrate your love. As you go about routine tasks, you can weave in words of affection and appreciation that connect the chore to your love for them. It's not about them helping you, it's about you expressing care through your actions. While you're making their lunch, you can say, "I'm cutting your sandwich into triangles because I know it's your favorite way to eat it. It makes me happy to do this for you." While folding their laundry, you might say, "Look at this t-shirt with the dinosaur on it. I remember when we bought this. You were so excited." You are turning a mundane task into a moment of warmth and affirmation, showing them that your love is in the everyday, practical things you do. The first 3 minutes after a separation are critical. This is the welcome home ritual. Whether you're picking them up from school or walking in the door from work, these initial moments set the tone for the rest of the evening. The mistake many parents make is to immediately start with questions about logistics or performance. Did you finish your homework? What did you get on your test? Did you eat your lunch? Instead, for the first 3 minutes, focus only on connection. Put your phone away. Get down on their level. Make eye contact. Give them a real hug. Say something like, "I am so incredibly happy to see you. My whole day just got better." Or, "I was thinking about you today. Tell me one thing that made you smile." This simple ritual communicates to your child that your relationship with them is more important than any task or achievement. Bedtime is often a rushed and stressful time. But it's also a moment when children are often most open and vulnerable. This is the perfect time for the bedtime whisper. After you've read the stories and turned down the lights, take 1 extra minute to lean in and whisper something specific you appreciate about them from that day. This isn't generic praise like, "You're a great kid." It needs to be specific and heartfelt. For example, today, when your friend fell down, you ran over to help him up right away. That showed me how kind and caring your heart is. Or, "I noticed you kept trying to build that tower even when it fell down. You showed so much perseverance today, and I am so proud of your effort." This practice ends their day with a powerful message of unconditional love and helps them internalize their best qualities. Even setting boundaries can be a moment of connection. Our instinct when we have to say no is to be quick and firm, which often leads to a power struggle. Instead, you can turn a no into a moment of empathy that strengthens your bond. The key is to connect with the feeling or desire behind their request before you deliver the limit. Let's say your child wants candy right before dinner. Instead of a flat, "No, it will spoil your appetite. Try connecting first." You could say, "Oh, I know. That candy looks so yummy, doesn't it? It's so hard to wait when you want something sweet." You've just shown them you understand. Then you set the limit. "It's not time for candy right now, but we can have a piece after we eat our healthy dinner. Let's put it right here so we don't forget." You're not giving in, but you are giving them understanding, which is what they truly crave. Some of the best conversations happen when you're not looking directly at each other. This is the magic of the car ride confessional. The car is a unique space where you are together, but the pressure of face-to-face interaction is gone. This can make it easier for kids, especially older ones, to open up. Use this time not to interrogate them about school, but to ask fun, open-ended questions. Keep it light and playful. You could ask, "If you could design a new holiday, what would we celebrate and what would be the traditional food?" Or, "What's the silliest thing a teacher said this week?" These silly questions can sometimes open the door to much deeper conversations. You're creating a low-pressure environment where they feel safe to share their world with you, bit by bit. This might sound counterintuitive, but teaching your child about scheduled disconnection is also a form of connection. You cannot pour from an empty cup. It is not only okay, but it is healthy to model for your child that you have needs too. Constant, on-demand availability leads to burnout, which makes you a less patient and present parent. The key is to communicate it clearly and lovingly. You can say, Honey, my brain feels a little scrambled and I need 10 minutes of quiet time to reset. I'm going to set a timer, and when it beeps, I will be all ready to hear about your game. This teaches them valuable lessons about boundaries, self-respect, and emotional regulation. It shows them that taking care of yourself is a vital part of taking care of others, which strengthens the long-term health of your relationship. Finally, create an appreciation anchor in your daily routine. This is a simple practice that shifts the entire family's focus from what went wrong to what went right. The best time for this is often around the dinner table or as part of the bedtime routine. Everyone takes a turn sharing one thing they appreciated about another person that day, or their favorite small moment from the day. It programs the brain to scan for positives. For example, you might say, "My favorite part of the day was when we were walking to the car and you grabbed my hand. It made me feel so loved." Or, "I really appreciated how you helped set the table without me even asking. Thank you." This simple ritual builds a culture of gratitude and connection in your home, ending the day on a high note and reinforcing the power of all those little moments. So, let's throw out the quality time scorecard. Let's stop the guilt. Connection is not another thing to add to your to-do list. It's a way of being. It's built in the 2 minutes you stop to look at a drawing. It's in the way you say, "I love you," while making a sandwich. It's in the shared laughter during a car ride. You are already doing so much. You are enough. Trust that these small moments of real, authentic connection are infinitely more powerful than any grand, planned-out event. You've got this. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tips to make parenting feel a little bit easier. And now I want to hear from you. What's one small connection bid your child made today? Share it in the comments below.